I'm very happy that so many people have been able to come down. It's really a joyous moment to see so many people from Melbourne are here to establish their realization. There are three types of people who come to seeking. The lowest type are the ones who have some sort of physical ailments or some torture, some diseases, or who are on the verge of dying or something like that, an emergency in their mind. So they come to search. Alright, even if they come, they can be helped. But that's not our top priority. Then there are second type of Sahaja-yogis, or we can say the people who come to Sahaja Yoga, are the people who are seeking other things in life, like jobs, money, this, that, all nonsensical things. But among them, there are some people who want to know the cause of the problem, why they are like that. The third type are the people who can be divided into two. One, the type that seeks balance, dharma, righteousness. Because they find in the world people are so horrible, so mischievous, so dangerous, so restless. They get worried about all the worldly turmoils that are on. They get shocked. And then they want to find a solution. Why have I come on this earth? This is one type, as we call Bahirmukhis. The ones whose attention is outside, but in a very subtler way, in a very divine way. The second ones in the same category are the ones who are seekers, who have been seeking in ages. They have been seeking in many lives. They have been seekers of truth. They have been on hills and dales, Himalayas, everywhere, have done everything else and now born again here to be able to find out the truth. These are called as Antarmukhis. These are the people who are inward. So the first priority we have to have of the third category, both the types are equally important. But after becoming realized, when you get your realization, then you achieve both the qualities simultaneously. You become a yogi inside and connected with the whole world. Your attention starts going outward. Because first the light is to be enlightened, and when light is enlightened, it gives the light. Now this Kundalini, the force within you, as is said, is pure desire. It's not only pure desire, but it is a purification desire. It has a power to purify. This tremendous power it is. And this Kundalini thinks, organizes, knows, coordinates, blesses, and ultimately guides. So to go beyond the cause, we must understand that this Kundalini is the pure form. That means it is detached. Anything that gets attached is not pure. Anything that gets spoilt is not pure. What we say gold is pure because it is untarnishable. Untarnishable. That's the quality of gold. So it is immaculate. It cannot be ruined, spoiled by anything except that there could be khanda, as they call it, could be broken in between, and thus weak. So now something that has a purifying quality, like a purifying agent, say take a simple thing like soap. So the soap, wherever you apply, will clean. Kundalini, wherever it will go, it will clean, it will nourish. This is one quality that we must understand, that it is not tarnishable, it cannot be spoiled, it cannot be ruined. Moreover, it cleanses, it nourishes. But because it thinks, it knows how to nourish you, up to what point, how to go, how far to go, or it stops. But thinking is not vocal, it doesn't say anything. But when it goes around these chakras, it makes a sound. And these sounds are made because the movement of Kundalini through these chakras creates a non-percussion sound pass through these, creating sounds, and these sounds are then jotted down or heard by great saints and used in the phonetic language of Sanskrit. That's why Sanskrit is supposed to be the purest language. But you need not know Sanskrit now. There's no need. Because the deities know that you don't know the Sanskrit language. Now, this purifying fire within you, or the purifying force within you, or the power within you, goes and first of all enlightens our attention, which is in this part. As you see the green part, this is the attention. But the movement of attention then starts moving in all directions. Now when your attention is enlightened, what we call, you become collectively conscious. But still, how do you go beyond cause and effect is the point. Now this Kundalini being pure, no cause can be attached to it. No cause whatsoever. So if you can enter into the Kundalini on the principle of it, no cause can get attached to it. That's how you go beyond cause and effect. But how do you enter into the Kundalini? That's the main point. Main problem is, how do we enter into the Kundalini? Supposing you are paying attention to me and I say pay attention to yourself, you cannot. Even if Kundalini rises, your attention is attracted inside, still you cannot pay attention inside. So how do you pay attention inside? Is through this enlightened attention. This attention which is enlightened has a power to take your attention inside to the Kundalini. And that's how you enter into the realm which is detached. That's like fortress. Nobody can enter in there. So when you are in thoughtless awareness, when you are not thinking, you are in your fortress, nobody can jump at you, nobody can trouble you, all the causes drop out. That is why it is necessary first to practice, to be in that thoughtless awareness through the practice of Sahaja Yoga to begin with. So that you learn how to enter into that state, how to enter into that state. But first and foremost thing is that your Kundalini must be awakened, then it must be allowed to move properly. You must cooperate, you must know how to do it and raise it so that you keep it at least, if not above, at least in the brain. But best thing is, if it comes out, then you have no tensions, no worries, because everything that you have passes into your attention. Attention touches the Kundalini because you are a realized soul and leaves it in the force of the Kundalini, in the current of Kundalini, and this current takes away everything that is out. And that's how you are cleared. This is a very, very simple way of explaining how you go beyond cause and effect. And this is what happens. But for that, it is necessary that you must learn how to enter into your Kundalini, how to keep your attention enlightened. Now it's very easy. Your attention gets involved into anything through your thoughts. Because when your consciousness entered into you, being the prismatic plane, like a prism, your attention has gone out. Now to keep this attention detached, you have to make it a pure attention. To begin with, you must try to put attention inside, to be a witness. Try to be a witness. But how? How will you know that you are a witness? You have to be in thoughtless awareness. When you are in thoughtless awareness, then what happens? That you are detached. You are seeing everything. There are many people who talk about thoughtless awareness. You'll be surprised. I have heard some gurus, they might have, I don't know, because I went to America a long time back and they must have recorded it or whatever it is. They talk of it. But there isn't anything way of doing it. Kundalini is the only way you can go into thoughtless awareness. Your attention can go. So, these people are also using words of Sahaja Yoga. I have seen that. It has no meaning because they cannot reach the Kundalini. But that makes no difference because now you have become your own guru and you find out for yourself. So throw away all these fake gurus away from you. The problems, the barriers, the worst of all in Sahaja Yoga comes from people who have been to other gurus. It's a headache, I tell you, for you and for us. First of all, that you should realize that whatever you have been doing with other gurus has been all false and fake is difficult because you are so conditioned. I must tell you very frankly. So the growth doesn't take place because you have to become the guru. You cannot depend on anybody as guru, but you have to become the guru. I can only guide you as a mother. I can only tell you what it is. I can only take your Kundalini there, but it is you who has to become. Like I would say, I can cook for you, but you have to eat and you have to enjoy the taste of it. I can't enjoy for you. So then you have to give up those things which you have been following, which are wrong. There may be some guru who might have been a good guru, but I don't think anybody has come on the western side. I haven't known of anyone who has come on the western side because I sent one fellow, he ran away in 3 days from New York. He wouldn't settle down there. He ran up to the Himalayas and he said, I don't want to come, mother, don't send me anywhere. He couldn't bear the people. He didn't have the patience. So, though they did not crucify him, but still he ran away, you see. He said, whatever you may say, mother, I cannot face these people, are terrible. They are just dollars, nothing yet but moving dollars. All right. So with this kind of barrier, it's very difficult to convince people. Still they'll go on fighting. This my guru says so, my guru. So then you go to your guru. It's the best way we take it. Because how can we go on convincing? You also get a headache. You see, if you take some horrible guru's name, you get a headache. Really, you get catch. You get a catch on this finger, you get a catch on this finger, you get catch everywhere, so you don't want to hear about any guru. Even discussing these gurus, you feel terrible. It's so disgusting. Whether they are fake, horrible, money makers, you don't know when you see them. You don't know whether to laugh or to cry. This is the situation. So, best is to find for yourself. If you are willing to give up the gurus, then only trouble these Sahaja Yogis. You see, they get fed up with it. They don't want to fight that. Now, even if you want to give up, they won't give you up because they have possessed you. They are like leeches. So, you still have catches of the guru. This is the worst catch that we have so far seen. Now, in the beginning, of course, they had patience, but now I think they have exhausted the patience. So when yesterday I told them there were lots of people in Melbourne, I think a lot of people will come to Sahaja Yoga. But they asked me one question, but how many from other gurus, God alone knows? Because it's a big headache. So I would request you to put your guru on somewhere else and come here and see that you become the guru to understand that another fellow. And then when they discover about the guru, they go on saying that chap, that guy. And all kinds of things they say about him. But before that, they'll fight for that guru. So that is one thing you must understand, that don't play into the hands of these people. Because I paid for it, mother. I paid 6,000 pounds. All right, so what? Must you have more of that? Because they suffer, they have epilepsies, they have all kinds of problems. We have had people of gurus who had epilepsies. Horrible, this is TM people having epilepsies. I've cured so many of them. I openly say that. Some doctor is Dr. Frenick, he's publishing article about it. Nobody listens. There's a competition going on like a horse racing. Oh, have you been to TM? No, it's expensive. All right, I'll try that. There's a sale on, Guru shopping sale. So there's a competition setting. Have you been to that sale? Have you been to that sale? It's like that. So you must know it's frivolous, it's cheapish, it's useless. Come to the brass tacks, as the Americans say. Come to reality and see for yourself that these are all fake things. This is not the way you can raise the Kundalini. The greatest criteria, of course, is money, but another one is that whatever they tell you, you can do it yourself. Why do you need a guru for that? Like somebody said, my guru gave me a name. I mean, anybody can give you a name. You can give yourself a name, whatever you want. Why do you need a guru for that? Or he gave me these clothes, or he gave me this mala, or he made me jump, or he made me take out the clothes. Or somebody, you see, another fellow is giving me drugs. Third person allows me to do that. I mean, as if these gurus allow you, you think that God will allow you also. He allows us to have mass sex. So he's a very good guru because he allows us. Why don't you go to some other places where you can do it without taking an allowance and payment to the guru? But the guru is waiting in the hell and you will be there soon. This is fact. So don't go after such horrible gurus who teach you all wrong things. Now what is it? Is that we, as soon as we get our realization, we also realize about ourselves that this part of ours is lost, that part of ours is lost. This is not there. We realize. And when we realize that, we don't mind correcting it because we see ourselves. We don't have to ask anybody. We just see this thing within us happening. We see this part is not there. Our attention is not all right. We cannot concentrate on anything. We understand so many things about ourselves after realization. Now for that, supposing Mr. X has some problem. He tries to solve his problem, he cannot. Because he has his own problem. So he comes to the collective. He comes to the whole. Then what happens? Somebody else has got that point stronger and some other point weaker. As a result, the strength of one person helps another person's weakness to be cured. And that's how there's a mutual curing system, process which builds in. And that's how people get themselves all right, perfected. And that is why it's a collective happening. And when you become collective, you'll be surprised, your heart opens out and you are amazed that human beings are so good, so beautiful. They are all such beautiful creation of God. You start enjoying each other, really feeling the expansion of your being, that you are the other, that they are you. Such a great feeling. I don't know if you can feel it at this stage or not. But just to think they are all yours and you are theirs, no problem remains. Between relationships, nothing. No problems of any kind. But also, no problems that would affect you remains because everybody is there to fight for it, to work for it, to help you out. It's very surprising how it works out. Even relations of Sahajogis are helped so much that they are amazed how so many come forward to help. Normally people gather only for festivals or good things. But when there is difficulty, nobody gathers. And this is something great about Sahajogis, that when there is a difficulty in a Sahajogi, supposing a Sahajogi has a mother who is sick and she is not a Sahajogini, they will go and help her. But she has to be a relation, somebody close to the Sahajogi. The attention has to be there that a Sahajogi is there in trouble, we must help our brother. You really become pure brothers and sisters after coming to Sahajogi. This is what happens very easily to you. So you must be collective being. That's how you start correcting each other. Also, you develop all the knowledge, everything about Sahajog, you understand. It's very knowledgeable. Because once you know all about it, you are amazed. There are people who have never spoken in the public. I find after realization, after a month, they are great speakers. Suddenly you see them. You can't believe it. The other day, I was in a village traveling by a bullock cart. And the bullock cart driver, I talked to him and I said, "What? This is Nanaka? Or is it Kabira speaking?" Such a great saintly sayings. I was amazed. I said, "From where did you get it?" He said, "Mother, from you." I said, "From me?" I'm quite amazed. It's coming from where? He said, "All coming from my brain only." So your brain gets that kind of an enlightenment. Not that you become a saint, we talk like a saint, you walk like a saint. All your behavior is saintly. Nobody has to tell you. Just be calm. The whole countenance, the temperament, the stateliness, all comes to you once for all. It's beautiful. Sacrifice doesn't become a sacrifice anymore. It's joy. Sacrifice means a joyous thing. That you should be able to sacrifice. But that doesn't mean that you give all your money to your guru or something like that. Never. Sacrifice doesn't mean that nonsense. So you don't give. What you give is the sacrifice of time. You have to sacrifice so-called time that is so important to you. Like these days people have watches. In modern times people have watches. They must see watch. They must know about time. Saving time, saving time, saving time for what? For spending in your meditation. Spending in doing God's work. It is for that. People are unemployed for doing God's work. Simple as that. If you get unemployed, you do God's work and you get employment as well as you do God's work. In London, England is, full of unemployment, but not a single Sir Yogi is unemployed and he's also doing God's work. And God's work is nothing to be done much, but to be one with God is the point. If you are one with God, well, then the work is done by God. Now what is it doing? This is doing nothing. It's just in between, but it is doing a work. If it is not there, you may not hear me. So in a way it is doing the work, but it is not doing, it is a hollow thing. That's how you become a hollow personality and you start working for God. It's so enjoyable. Life is so enjoyable. Life is for you, for enjoyment and not for becoming miserable or unhappy. But you become, first of all you have to become that. Unless and until you become that, all my promises are false. To become is a desire must come from you. We cannot force you. I have told you many a times. And again I request you, the desire has to pull up. Because of your conditionings, because of other lethargies that you have, because of many other books you have read, or maybe I don't know what you have done, but some people are really lethargic towards their ascent. They are really very sluggish. That's how they do not rise, while some people rise very fast. And they come up very fast and they do very well. So one has to take advantage of the time so that you are useful to the rest of the world and that you are helpful to everyone. Sahaja Yoga is not for one person, it is for the whole society, for the whole world and for the emancipation of humanity. This is what is already described in so many books, in scriptures. But for that you are chosen, you are the one who is doing it. So understand your own responsibility. Understand your own powers. And don't come now for treat me this and mother treat me for that. My mother's fathers, uncles, this thing is sick there. Don't worry on this point. First you get all right. Get all right means you meditate. Now those who are sick here need not come out with their sickness at all. They will be told how to get their sickness all right. They themselves can treat it. I don't have to treat you. But once you are treated, keep to certain limits. If you go beyond limits, then you are caught up. Say you are in the limit of this hall, you are sitting here, and there are all negativities all around. All right? Now if you leave this, you catch it. So keep your limits. Not that you become a sort of a rabid Sahaja Yogi, doesn't mean that. But keep your limits, but don't do wrong things. As I told you, there was a fellow who was suffering from AIDS, who was cured by Sahaja Yoga. Actually, I never touched him. But he did come to see me, that's all. He was sitting with a hand towards me, my photograph and all that. He was completely cured. But again he did the same thing. He didn't do any work for Sahaja Yoga, in the sense he never came to see people, nothing of the kind. Again he got. There are many people who got realization and then they get cancer. So they said, Mother, how did we get cancer? Because you never tried to look after yourself. So you are just the same and you are not helped. No, sometimes you can be even worse. You see, because the divine doesn't like this. It has spent some time on you. It has worked on you. It's not easy to raise the kundalini of so many people with such complications. It's like a mountain you have to raise. You get so tired sometimes. So one has to understand that somebody who respects our personality, respects our ascent, loves us so much, we should also show some interest in ourselves. So that is the wisdom one has to have, and one has to work hard. Because you are all sages of the ancient times. You are not sages today. Only thing, God of men have to become prophets and have to give realizations to others so that they become prophets, as said by William Blake. Now, I think today I have spoken quite a lot. I would like to have some questions from the new people, but sensible questions, not aggressive questions, because this place is not for aggression, it's for love. May God bless you.
Any questions? Just tell her, I'll pass it on to her.
Can mentally ill person be helped?
Can a mentally ill person be helped?
Again, you will start making list of all kinds of patients of the world. It's typical. When you come to Sahaja Yoga, think of yourself. Do you think, are you all right? You are not. You see, we are not to open a hospital. That's one thing. Of course, mentally can be retarded. But first you be all right. First you pay attention to yourself. That's the point I'm trying to say. Do you see? Don't miss the point. First you get well yourself. You become equipped. Then you can cure a mentally equipped person, mentally retarded person. Now how? Our attitude is like this, you see. That we have somebody in mind. Say, somebody very close, my child or someone. Let's say. So we come to Sahaja Yoga. So we think that, will the mentally be this thing, then I will get my assent, if the child could be cured. Now the child is sick, all right, but you are all right, it's your life that's important. First see that you get to it, and then you cure your child. But if you come in a circuitous way, the mind also finds devious ways of running away from. Take a straightforward thing. I want realization for myself. How many children we have had in previous lives? How many husbands? How many wives? Why worry about this? First of all, worry about yourself. What am I? But when, you'll be surprised, when you become established yourself, you become the citizen. And your dependents are looked after by divine. No doubt. They are looked after. They are blessed by the divine. It's a fact. You will see yourself. But first of all, you enter into it. So don't worry about all kinds of problems and things. I tell you, 99% diseases can be cured. 99%. But that's not important. Just now you should be all right. You should be the light. All right?
Yes.
Well, I'll ask a personal question about myself, not you. I have a nerve pinched on the right-hand side of the skull. No, sorry. Yeah, that's the right-hand side. Going down my neck, right through the arm, and it's blocking the nervous impulses to the hand. Therefore, it's making the hand tremor. Can this be cured?
Yes, it can be. All right. Done? It can be. But you have to come here to know how to get yourself cured. As you go to a doctor, you come here, and whatever they say you do it, it can be cured. It has been cured, it will be cured. So you just don't have to worry. It can be done. But it does not mean that you come for that. Your Kundalini has to be raised, and then the Kundalini will do it. So you come here as you go to any doctor. Now the trouble is, when they go to a doctor, they pay so much money. I'm just telling a general, not for you, but in general. They'll have to wait outside. For 3 hours they'll wait, pay the doctor. But here, if they have to wait even for 5 minutes, they start shouting. You see, you have no right that you should ask for the blessings. But it is the grace of God that it is going to bless you, all right? So come with a humble mind that you should be cured, and it can be easily cured. What else?
Can anyone be realised without knowing about Kundalini?
Can anyone be realized without knowing about Kundalini?
About mentally, need not know much. It can be realized, of course, you can be. But then you have to tell them what it is. This thing is better to do that way. But there will be very few who will accept such a situation because they want to know about everything. But they need not know all that. You can little bit say, tell them that there is a way of getting realization. And then it's like this, that when you come to me, you want to have the lights, I'll say, all right, go. There's a switch you put on. and you put on the switch, you get the lights without telling about it. But you would like to know how this light is done. And that helps you to create other lights. That's why it is important to know about Kundalini. I can do it without telling you anything about Kundalini. I can raise your Kundalini, but you would not know anything about it, and you would not know what it is. It has happened with many who were born realized. They did not know they were realized souls, and they got lost. Like I would say, greatest example, Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci was a realized soul, and he got lost because he didn't know he was a realized soul. He was a higher personality than others. He got lost. So many got lost like that.
Excuse me, if your Kundalini was arisen and you were that, how could you be lost? I mean, you haven't, so how could you be lost?
How can you be lost if the Kundalini has been awakened?
No, it is. Because, you see, it is, you are not yet fully developed, matured person. When you are in an immature state, it does happen. Kundalini, is, when it rises, you'll be surprised. In some people, it is just a wee bit, just like a hair, just comes up a little, because it's so difficult, you see. The passage is so blocked. So a little bit comes up. This is what it is. It is a complete realization takes place only when you are Nirvikalpa Samadhi. That's a higher state. So in the beginning, it's just a little wee bit opens up. And 1% people do get lost. They do, because they have egos, they have super egos, all kinds of things. They do get lost. So be careful. Whatever is the fact.
Can we all become fully realised in this life?
I wish everybody could, but how many would be there? See, in Melbourne, how many people there are? But how many come to the program? And how many come here?
In this lifetime.
Can it be done in this life?
Of course, can be done. But without their knowledge, to give them realization is not possible. They have to know it, that they are in for realization. They have to ask for it. You cannot mesmerize. You have to tell them, this is, I am going to give you realization. This you have to tell them. You have to take their permission. You cannot just do without their permission.
But he's saying, can we achieve it? Once we get the hair's breadth, can it be something that we can...
Oh, I see. You are saying about... Yes, of course. That's what I am saying. Doesn't matter, hair's breadth. In some people it is hair's breadth, in some people it's quite a lot. It can. Everybody can achieve it, no doubt. That's what I am saying. But in the beginning, sometimes it can be very small and then people lose it. See now, yesterday, at least 200 people got realization. At least 200. Out of which about 100 are here. So you can imagine how they get lost, you see. You see, they want some sort of a circus, some sort of a nonsense before them. They're used to that. No? They got realization, no doubt they got it. But no, they didn't come. Now, what is it?
I was at the other night and I got realisation that when I was born and about my mother, I was born a clairvoyant.
What?
He was born a clairvoyant. He said he felt his realization the other night.
I don't really want to be a clairvoyant.
He doesn't want to be a clairvoyant.
What's the future?
You see, clairvoyant is also two types of things. You see, there's one who could be a realized soul, born realized soul. He's not clairvoyant, but such a person can heal. Such a person knows more than others know, can be more creative, maybe more successful. So many things are there with a person who is a born realized, as I told you. Many were like that. But, or could be the other way, that those who are born and trying to be something artificially, then these spirits come in and they make them clairvoyant. So forget it, whatever has happened. There's no need to have any clairvoyance anymore. You become the owner of that power, which you know how to maneuver, what it is, how it comes, how it works, everything. So you become a knowledgeable person, an expert.
Actually, I was the same. I had the same ability. As soon as Mother worked on this chakra, I lost that thing. It happened within days, if not
That's a
hours.
very... Oh, it's true.
If a person gets a realization, does it affect his karma and reincarnation?
Oh. Now, when the Kundalini rises above the Agya Chakra, as I told you, it sucks your ego and superego. So by this, it sucks in your karmas. It sucks in your kusamskaras. It sucks in your so-called sins. So there is no one. See, for an animal, there is nothing like karma. Say, a lion has to eat a cow. It eats. It has to eat. It doesn't feel it has committed some sin. Have you seen any dog feeling that he's committed some sins? Or sulking? Maybe a dog, because he lives with human beings, so might. But animals do what they have to do. They don't carry on with it. They don't commit any sins, nothing. The idea of sin has come to us. It's because of our ignorance. And because people have said that if you do like this, then you are crossing your limits. You are going to adharma. That's why this idea has come to us. But that's what Kundalini is. When she touches this chakra of Mahavishnu, she sucks it. All that is there, that's the beauty of Kundalini. And you are no more with your ego or superego. So how can you be any more sinful, or the karmas are finished? On the contrary, if you try to cleanse your karmas, you say, I've done bad karmas, so I should do this and do that, you build up your ego. Because ego is there. Whatever you do in the name of God or in the name of anything, what you do is to just pamper your ego. Even if you are not aware of it, it is there. Those people who do missionary work, you must go and see them how they live. They are extremely hot-tempered ladies, hot-tempered men. I know of somebody who has got a peace prize, but if you see the person in heat, terrible heat, all the wrinkles you can count one by one on the face. Because you think, you see, you are conscious that this is done by me. Any other question? No?
I also was at your lecture on Friday night. For me, it clarified and strengthened feelings and knowledge that have been growing within me for some time. Since Friday, I felt closer to my family, and the love I have for them has been clarified a lot. But it's also made me feel apart from them, and I'm worried about this gulf that's
Good.
growing up.
I'm glad you've raised that question. She came to your program. She felt tremendous sense of awareness and growth. She felt a great deal of love for her family, but she's also aware that maybe she's going to feel apart from them, or they perhaps apart from her.
No. You don't get involved into them. That's the point. You're not a part, you're part and part, but you're not involved. Say, supposing your child is sick, take it like this, and if you are involved with the child, then you cannot treat the child. You get so upset, you see. If you have to go to the hospital that side, you'll take your car the other side. Because you are so upset. But when you are detached, you see the whole thing very well. And you enjoy their love much more. Because you are in a position to see that love. Otherwise you don't see love. When you are involved, you don't see anything.
Maybe we feel as though we may drift away from her.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. On the contrary, so many families have come round. So many. You see, we had some people in England, they were mostly hippies and had left their parents, this, that. They all went back to their parents. They brought their parents to Sahaja Yoga also. Yes? It's not like that. But you do not take unnecessary burdens. Now supposing somebody's father is a drunkard. We had one hippie who got all right, and then he became very good. Now he's doing very well in life. He's a very good fellow. So he went home, and his father used to drink. And he was worried this fellow is going to die about alcoholism. So he didn't know what to do. So he told him, don't drink. Better take to Sahaja Yoga. If your Kundalini is raised, you will not drink. But I like it, he said. All right. So next he went. He broke all his glasses and bottles. So when he came home, he got very angry. He just kept quiet. He just laughed. He said, you go and get some bottle from outside. Then He was already so drunk he couldn't go out anywhere. See. And gradually he found that there's a kind of a protest from the family. They don't like it, the way he's drinking. He gave up. And he himself is a Sahajogi today. So you correct. When we are involved, we don't even want to correct because we are frightened we lose our children, you see, our love and all that. This is no love. Love must prune a person. Love must correct a person. But in a way, that is not so aggressive, in a simple way. And the fellow is saved. He would have been dead with alcoholism. He was about to die. So the real love comes is not indulgences, by seeing the person as he is. Then you enjoy all the beauties, little things that are done, how it's bubbling with joy and happiness. You see the other person better. But if you are involved, then you can be also selfish. It could be some sort of possessiveness. Can be anything. But if you are not, you see yourself and you see that. The love is much more. There should be some distance for the love to work out, isn't it? If you are involved, they are doomed and you are doomed, sort of a position is there. So it's very good that has happened to you. Now you can love them better, much better, in a much more sensible way. Love has to be nourishing, not destroying. Mostly you find when you love your children, some so-called those who love, spoil them. If you love your wife beyond certain limits, she becomes a shrew. If you love your husband, he becomes alcoholic, like that. Love always, in the right sense, means correction. But if not, some people say, all right, my husband likes this, doesn't matter. Even in England, some women say, all right, if he wants to have a keep, let him have. I love him. Can you imagine? Because I love him, let him do what he likes. Losing all your self-respect, everything in the name of love is nonsense. Any other question?
Are there certain foods one should eat to help realization?
Are there certain foods you should eat to help self-realization? Are there certain foods?
No. Certain foods, eh? I heard. I'm sorry. I misheard. The foods. No, you see, it is like this, I'll tell you. It's very simple to understand. That food is for our body. We are not for the food. Now some people require some type of food. Some people require some type of food. For example, a person who requires more proteins must eat meat, no doubt. Must eat fish. What's the use of saving all the chickens? Am I going to give them realization? But do you know that in evolution, when you eat the chicken has a higher possibility. So, not such facts, but for some people it suits them, vegetarian food, because they have eaten too much of protein, there's too much of it, they have certain problems, so they should take to vegetarian. For the time being, till they correct. There's no fixed food for anyone. But for liver patients now, example, here now another fad is nobody should take sugar. Now for liver patients, that's the only solution. If you don't take sugar, you are going to go out absolutely very soon. So then you have to take sugar. For liver who are active, those whose liver is active, it is depend on what sort of a personality you are, what sort of a food will correct. Till you get a balanced personality, you have to balance yourself out. But there's no hard and fast rule about it. You can eat everything. But you don't eat the meat of a bigger animal, because the muscles of a bigger animal are bigger than our muscular system. Our, we can say, the microscopically, if you see your muscle system, your muscles are much smaller than that of, say, for a horse. But people like to eat horse, elephants, all those things. There is no need to eat all that, because then you will have, there will be no evolution for you, neither for that. So it's to not to eat, because that makes your muscles odd, funny. So that's why you have to eat something that is smaller than you. It's all right. No difference, but that doesn't also mean that I'm saying you must eat. May have to eat, may not have to eat. We have a community in India which is called Jains. Some of them have gone to such absurd limit that in vegetarianism, if I tell you, you will be shocked, that in a village, they collect all the bugs of the village and get a Brahmin, because Brahmin is never a Jain, he's a Hindu, so they put him in a hut, put all the bugs there. The bugs have to suck in the blood of that Brahmin, and they are rich people, Jains are. So when the bugs are all dropped out of the body, then they give money to the Brahmin, so they have saved so many bugs. That's what it is. So this is absurd. We don't go to any absurdities in Sahaja Yoga. We have to be extremely normal, simple, pleasant, loving people. Now, yes.
You mentioned before people going to hell. I'm sorry to ask this question, it's negative. I don't understand the concept of hell. How can somebody be...
Hell.
You mentioned in your lecture about people going to hell. He doesn't understand this concept. How can people go to hell? He just doesn't understand.
Oh, it is something in the house, you have something for like a bathroom, isn't it? In the same way, people have to go to hell. You must read books to understand. All the great scriptures have described it. Mahavira has described it at length, what hell is. People have to go to hell. They have to. They are so troublesome. Do you think Hitler has to enter into the kingdom of God? Should he? There's no sympathy for such people. God is wrathful. He sends such people to hell, no doubt. There is a hell. If you think there is no hell, then you are living in a paradise which doesn't exist. Believe me. There is a hell. If you do wrong things, if you try to torture others, if you try to extract all that what God has given to this world, then you are to be punished. And God punishes. Or anybody who says there is no hell, know that that person himself is from hell. Believe me, it is not so. I must warn you. There are many people who say nobody is bad, everybody is good, everybody could be good. It's not true. It's not true. There are so many devils already existing. What do you think of so many of these fake gurus? What are they? They are all devils. They are all punished in their own ways. And devils are devils, no doubt about it.
Do you believe in eternal hell?
Well, these are concepts. I mean, do you believe in eternal hell?
I wish there was one. There should be one for such people. They again and again come back. One gets fed up with them. Yes.
Does arthritis in the sacrum hinder the rising of the root chakra, the Kundalini in the root chakra?
Sorry, does?
Arthritis on the
Sacrum.
root, yes. On the
Does arthritis in the sacrum hinder the rising of the Kundalini?
Should not. Arthritis is absolutely curable. Anybody who has arthritis, we can cure. The other day I saw one Sahaja Yogi with arthritis. Why don't you cure him? It's very simple. You know how to cure arthritis. It's very simple. It's very, very simple. Actually, a person who has arthritis is a good person. Normally, is a good person, has vibrations, but is triggered by some sort of a possession or something, or chill or some neglect of the body. It can be easily cured. Arthritis is absolutely curable. Arthritis doesn't stop the Kundalini rising. But supposing if you had a bad accident, you are just laid down in bed, you are absolutely a gone case and all that, then naturally it is better to take another life, you see, than to make my hands pain, everybody's hands pain, working on a case like that. You must know that God has got common sense. There's lots of common sense. Get common sense from Him. Like the light, which is not going to give any light, any lamp that is not going to be of any use, we just don't put it in the junk. So it's better for such a person to take birth again. But arthritis is not a disease. It's not a disease at all. It can be cured. Have you got arthritis? It can be cured. Absolutely curable. You take out your shoes, put your hands towards me. Just now. Take out your shoes. Put something for her, some sort of a warm thing. Can you put this? Can you put this under her feet? The one on which you are sitting. It is curable. It's all right. Need not take out that. Let it be. Let her not take out socks. Put your left hand towards me and right hand down. And don't write anything anymore now. Just the arthritis here? Where do you have arthritis?
Where is the arthritis?
In the sacrum.
In the cervical.
All right. Now put your left hand towards me.
Lumbar section.
All right. Now you just sit down. Right hand like this towards the mother earth. No, left. Just tell her how to do it.
Left hand towards mother and right hand
Yes.
mother earth.
And one surgery, you should put your hand on her sacrum and put the other on the mother earth. Finished. You can take it out. Anybody. Huh. That's better. Simple as that. Any other question?
I find I cannot sleep much. I sort of can't turn my brain off. I go to bed and I'll lay there and think.
He finds he can't sleep very well. He lies there, he can't turn his brain off, he tosses and turns.
All right, there's a screw here. Just come, I'll put it right. Come on. Yeah.
Come over here now.
Actually, there is.
Just sit down in front of him.
What do? You are physical work?
Yeah, I'm a shift worker.
Huh?
Shift work. I used to be a weightlifter.
He used to be a weightlifter, now he's a shift worker.
Weightlifting. So very right-sided person. All right, come forward.
Come over a lot closer so she can touch
Put your right hand towards me and left hand on the Mother Earth. As it is, it will work out. Then I'll see the screw. All right? Now what else?
मैं बहुत साल से माँ की से प्रार्थना करता रहता हूँ पर एकाग्रता से नहीं होती।
अच्छा, अब पूछो तुम माँ को कौन सी दुर्गा को मानते हो?
गायत्री माँ की पूजा कर।
अच्छा, तो गायत्री सिर्फ एक साइड है ना, सारी माँ को मानना चाहिए।
माँ ऐसे में किसी माँ को ऐसे निग्लेक्ट नहीं करता, पर एक बात है कि हमेशा 2 घंटा करता रहता हूँ, पर जितनी लगन से और जितनी एकाग्रता से
गायत्री बहुत ज्यादा करना भी ठीक नहीं है ना। अच्छा, आप राइट हैंड मेरे और करो, लेफ्ट हैंड जमीन पे करो, राइट हैंड मेरी तरफ करो, ऐसे हाथ रखो जमीन पर, ऐसे नहीं, ऐसे रखो अपने गोद में। हाँ, आराम से गोद में रखो, आराम से, जिसे आराम से बैठ सको, आराम से, और पूरा हाथ आप जमीन पर रखो, लेफ्ट हैंड। अच्छा, अब तुम सवाल पूछो, माँ आप स्वयं साक्षात गायत्री हो क्या? ऐसा सवाल पूछो मुझसे।
माँ साक्षात गायत्री, आप साक्षात स्वयं गायत्री हो क्या?
आगे पूछो 3 बार।
आप साक्षात स्वयं गायत्री हो क्या? आप साक्षात स्वयं गायत्री हो क्या?
आया?
नहीं माँ।
देखो, बहुत ज्यादा तुमने इस्तेमाल किया राइट साइड। यही तुम्हारे लिए मंत्र है कि माँ आप स्वयं साक्षात गायत्री हैं। वो कड़ा जरा निकालो 1 मिनट हाथ से और कहो, माँ आप स्वयं साक्षात, मन में कहो, अभी शुरू हो जाएगा, मन में कहते रहो।
Can anything be done with my right hand now tonight?
What's it?
It's the same one that asked the question before. Can anything be done for the numbness in his right hand?
Yes, yes. Right hand or left hand? All right, come along.
Where do you want me to sit?
Yes, sit down anywhere. Anywhere you can sit down. Now, where have you been to? Which guru?
Not a guru.
Someone like that.
I've been to doctors, but I got told this off the president of the Victorian Spiritualist Union.
That's how you got it. All right. So put left hand towards me, right hand on the Mother Earth. Left hand towards me, right hand. Can you put a light for him? Just arrange. You can go at the back and they'll arrange it for you. All right. How to sit down? Give him something like that to sit down. Same style. All right. Anybody else? Better now. All right. Better. See. No more weight lifting. हाँ, आ रहा है ऐसा हाथ?
आया का मतलब मैं नहीं समझा।
हाथ में ठंडक सी आएगी। आ रही है? बस ठीक, काम बन रहा है।
Everybody should put their hands out towards Mother.
Now, you do one thing. First of all, you put the left hand towards me and right hand on the Mother Earth.
Like this, flat on the earth with your right hand, left hand towards Mother.
Those who are sitting at a higher level can do this way, is to put left hand towards me and like that towards the Mother Earth.
If you're on a chair, just put your right hand towards the earth.
Are you getting a cool breeze in the hand? Not yet.
Yeah,
Little bit.
vague. It's very vague. I'm not sure if it's...
Now, are you getting cool breeze? That's it. Let it work. On this finger?
Yeah, a little bit number in the thumb.
All right.
माता जी मेरे हाथ बहुत भारी लगते हैं।
Hot.
Hot आ रहा है?
बहुत भारी है।
लेफ्ट हैंड? किसी गुरु के पास गए थे क्या? क्या करते हैं घर में? आप जब जूते मेरी तरफ करके बैठे हैं, आप हिंदुस्तानी समझ लीजिए, तो और क्या होएगा? हाँ, ऐसे नहीं बैठ सकते माँ की तरफ। हाँ, सीधे से बैठिए। Can't sit like that, you see? हाँ। अब नहीं लग रहा भारी? देखा? गया भारीपन? माँ की तरफ पैर नहीं करके बैठ सकते। You can't sit with the feet towards me. You see, it really showed to the Indian girls because Indians know this, but you don't know, so it didn't show, but you're not supposed to do that. But I don't tell anybody. If I tell anybody, they'll think, oh, this lady thinks no end of herself. Typical. But it's a fact. ठीक है ना? गया? भारीपन? देखो.
When you mentioned about the VSU just now, my mother again said she suffers very badly with arthritis. In fact, I rang her to come here tonight. She said she had a bout of high blood pressure.
All right.
She was feeling very bad.
All right, you get her here, you get her cured. Arthritis is curable, but first you should be all right yourself. You see, because you take over. You see, you become a doctor, you treat your mother. You can be 24 hours available to her, is it? It's better that you do it than anybody else does that.
But if they go to this organization, Mataji, is it all right? I mean, is it
Which organization?
the spiritualist union?
Oh, is it all right if they continue to go to the Spiritualist Union?
Of course not. That's how she got it. Your mother used to go there. Oh, that's it. That's it. That's it. I mean, if you go to spirits, who are dead spirits, who enter into us through the collective subconscious, I mean, one can end up with cancer, minimum. Horrible. It's like sitting in a boat, trying to save yourself and putting your foot in the mouth of a crocodile.
What if you go to the VSU for the sake of learning? What if you go to the Victorian Spiritualist Union for the sake of learning?
I didn't follow.
What if you go to the spiritualist people for the sake of learning?
What do you learn? Or their vidyas, bhuta vidya. Just put what they know is, just put that thing there. What do you learn? Nothing. You learn nothing, but you get all the bhuts in yourself like this.
No, you learn...
No, don't talk. You don't learn anything, you get into troubles like this, and then it becomes a trouble for others.
But that's not how I got it. I got this 11 years ago. I only been going to the Victorian Spiritualist Union for 1 year.
All right, you didn't get because of that, but you can get. What I said was the words. You must understand that if you go to such things, you get into trouble like these. And now it is going to be not very easy for us to cure, for the same reason. Because if you go to spirits, it's like the one, your foot is in the crocodile's mouth, you see?
Yeah.
And then how are we to cure you? We want you to be completely in the boat. All right? That's the point. I didn't say, it could be earlier, you might have got it. I'm not saying, because you got possessed, somebody must have done it. There's so many things by which you get this. But then, if you have been to these people, it is difficult. We can't work. Our hands don't work. See, the vibrations return back. They don't act. See, the point is like that. It takes more time. Better now? ठीक है चल लें What else?
It doesn't seem to go down at all. I can't raise my arm up. The whole body is very, very affected. Diabetic.
She's got a problem of not being able to raise her arms.
Diabetic.
And she's diabetic. But this is more healing. You
All right. Now, all of you who have been here for healing, that's not good. I must have somebody sensible also here, isn't it? Someone.
Come on, ask some sensible questions.
No, that is all right. That is curable. Diabetes is curable. You come to the center, they will tell you. Now, who else?
If you achieve self-realization in your life, what becomes of you when you die?
If you achieve self-realization in your life, what happens when you die?
Actually, we shouldn't think of the future. We should be in the present. But even if you ask the question, the thing is, then you become empowered to decide. If you want to be born again, you can be born again. If you don't want, you need not be. You can take your nirvana. But mostly, all those who are great people want to take birth to save the world. So you become empowered. You can decide for yourself.
Mother,
Yes.
what is the easiest way to counteract negativity of other people around you?
What's the easiest way to counteract negativity of other people around you?
You see, there are many ways by which, first of all, you get your realization. All right? Once you are realized, try to keep in thoughtless awareness. When you think of those people, if the thought comes to you, you should say, I forgive, I forgive. That's the mantra for that, one of them in the thought process. But otherwise, if they are harmful to you, you write down their names in your hands and just move your hand like this. Once, twice, and thrice. It works. They don't trouble you anymore. So many things will work out with this. You try this principle. It's very good. Anything, this is we call as bandhan. We call it as the protection. So you write anything that you want to do, just put your hands like this, it works out. It's wonderful because the power is flowing through your fingertips and you can manage it, anything like that. Also, there are other ways by you can avoid, but when you will come next, they will tell you how to do it. Now it's better now?
I'm getting comfortable.
Uncomfortable. Give him this thing.
Not much better than that.
That's what it is. The Victoria has done. The Victoria Institute of Spirits. Poor Victoria Queen. Why to call her name, I don't know.
Any other questions?
How do you get this?
They are all right. Not you.
You didn't come
Are
to
you
the
better,
program?
madam? Have you been to anybody like that? Clairvoyant or someone? Huh? Take a candle for her.
Mother, one questioner said, how do you get this self-realization? I don't think he came to the program.
You didn't come to the program?
Put your hand up.
Through Kundalini awakening.
I just wonder what is the sort of process?
What process is it?
The process is living process, spontaneous process of sprouting. Just like a seed sprouts, the Kundalini sprouts out.
Oh, but how do you sort of...
How do you sprout a seed? It just works out. Better. See? Better. Thank God you did only weightlifting, but you had gone to an institute like that, I would never have helped you so fast. All right. Now put your right hand towards me. All of you. And left hand like this. Like this at the back. Put it at the back. See the cool breeze coming? What's that? See now. That's shaking before me. That's Victoria Institution.
I only tried.
All right. Put your left hand.
It's a position. Just
It's a
face
position.
It. Face it.
That has to go first and then you will be all right. All right? It'll clear out. It'll clear out. Just do that way. It's like just the connection. Now if you are a right-sided person, you are just putting like this. Now you are connected. So what happens? The vibrations start flowing through here, clear out your right side completely. And it goes into the atmosphere, into the ether. We use the ether, the akasha. And if you want to have better results, better use also the water. Such people who have right-sided problems should sit in the water with a little salt. Those who have left-sided problems should use the light. They'll tell you all about it, you have to come back again, all right? If you don't mind. Good. Now you'll sleep like a log of wood. Come along. Now let me. Come forward. Put your right hand towards me. Right hand towards me. Go, close your eyes. Forgive everyone. ठीक है, आप अब गायत्री बंद करिए. अभी यहाँ के पहले सहयोग सीखो, फिर समझ लो गायत्री क्या चीज़ है. सम्यक ज्ञान होना चाहिए. Must know integrated knowledge, not just Gayatri somewhere, something else. You come and know about it. What is Gayatri? What is what? Everything must be known. And you just start doing something with your own ideas is not proper. You have to know. हाँ, वही तो ब्राह्मणों का दिमाग इसी से खराब हो गया. पहले ब्राह्मण हो जाओ, पहले ब्रह्म को जानो. बड़ा वन साइडेड मामला है सर, है ना? ठीक है, बस माँ समझ के हो जाएगा बेटे. थोड़ा सा इम्बैलेंस आ गया है ना, समझ लेना चाहिए. कुछ तो दोष आ ही गया है, उस दोष को ठीक नहीं करना. क्या अपने को क्या करने का है भाई? गायत्री भी तो हमारे लिए है ना, सब चीज हमारे लिए. अगर हमें उससे लाभ होता है तो लेना है, नहीं होता तो नहीं. बेटर नाउ, रिलैक्स्ड. Now how are you? Better? You see?
A little bit.
Yes, you are better. How are you? Is there a light on her sacrum? Are you better now? Just see, stand up. All right. आप भी आइए. डायबिटीज है आपको? यहाँ आइए. अब पुट बोथ द हैंड्स टुवर्ड्स मी. आप क्या करते हैं? You know Hindi? Huh? Tamil. All right, sit down. You don't know Hindi at all? All right, sit down. So what do you do? What work do you do?
Now I'm a housewife.
Only housewife?
Before I was a teacher.
Ah, that's why.
Teacher.
Only a teacher can get diabetes, not a housewife. Because you think too much.
Must be.
You think too much, isn't it? Think too much. All right. Now put your right hand towards me.
Other way.
And left hand like this. सिंदूर नहीं लगाते. आओ, कुमकुम लगा. हाँ, now we are all right. Fine. अब ठीक हो तुम? और तुम्हारा भी स्क्रू जरा ढीला हो गया उससे. बेटे अब उस पर ज़्यादा सोच विचार नहीं करो. सोच विचार से और बढ़ जाता है ये प्रॉब्लम. तुम्हारा राइट साइडेड है. तुम अब आके यहाँ सीखो ध्यान कैसे करने का. अपने को शांत कर लो पहले. बात ये हिंदुस्तानी लोग पढ़ते ज़रूरत से ज़्यादा है और असलियत पे नहीं उतरते. ये लोग बड़े जल्दी उतर जाते हैं. तुम लोग जानते ज़्यादा और मानते कम. अभी देखो हाथ में आ रहा है ठंडा. अब आ रहा है ना, अब तो अनुभव आ रहा है. अनुभव नहीं भी हो तो भी पढ़ने की एक हद होती है. कबीरदास जी ने कहा है पढ़ी पढ़ी पंडित मूर्ख भय. हमारे मराठी में कहते पढ़त मूर्ख. You see, we Indians know a lot, have no experience. So first of all, we have to neutralize all that is known. Surdas ji, Surdas, who was a great poet, he wrote the whole of Sursagar, means the ocean of Sur. And then afterwards he says, "O Lord, take away my avidya, non-knowledge. सूरदास की सभी अविद्या दूर करो नंदलाल." हाँ, अब देखो आया कहते साथ कबीर ने दिया. लो, हाँ देखो, है ना. अभी आप आप किसको राज राजेश्वरी को मानते हैं? हाँ? Whom do you Krishna? All right. Now put your hand. Just let her ask the question.
Ask the question.
See your fingers.
Look at her and say, Srimataji,
Radha Krishna. हाँ. Ask.
Getting the clue. Now, ask the question, Srimataji, are you Sri Krishna? Look at
Sri Mataji, are you Sri Krishna?
Ask.
Ask again.
आप पहचानो, इतने दिन जिसकी सेवा की वो अगर सामने खड़ा हो जाए तो भी उसको पहचान नहीं सकते. The one who is standing before you must recognize. Ah. Now, are you all right?
Feeling very much better now.
No, but you hear what she said. The one who is standing before you, you must recognize.
Indians have a greater capacity because they know what it is. They must understand. You see, but they understand more than you do. That's surprising. Not in India. India is different, of course. We have a tradition. We have a tradition of seeking in India. It's written down from childhood. Everything is worked out for your seeking. You have to get your self-realization.
From South Africa, Mother.
We have.
South Africa.
Oh, so South Africa has lost all the vibrations or everything of Indian? Uprooted?
I am there.
So what? Even in South Africa, if you are an Indian, you must carry your traditions there, you see. But it happens. Like a mango tree, if you bring it to England, it will never prosper. It's like that. They get uprooted, I think. Better see? Better? Are you all right? Shakal badal gaya. You are all right. Now sleep like a log of wood. How is this gentleman? Put your hand. Better not shaking so much.
Not so much, but
Yes. Just put your...
sometimes it comes and goes.
Yes, that's the spirit. Send it back to that Victoria Institute. And on the left, Swadhisthana. Work it on the left. All right. So now I'll take your leave. May God bless you all. Please come. You have got a beautiful center here. We have got a beautiful school. Though it's only meant for 20 children, we already have got 20 children. So we can't admit your children here, I agree. But we can start another school. If you all people help us, we can start another place. You can have an ashram nearby your place, somewhere you are living. We can manage all that. But it's to be done by you and has to be arranged and organized. Whatever it is now here, all of them live. They earn. They have this ashram, they run the ashram. I don't know what they do with their money. I have nothing to do with it. They know all the accounts, they know among themselves, they live well, they live happily, they help each other, they help others. In the same way, you all are new people, you can come here. And then we are going to start ashrams all over Melbourne, as we have got in Sydney 5 ashrams, and they are doing very well. So we have to have some places, but in the beginning you will have to come here, establish yourself. And if you say you want to establish some ashram, they will look into it and they'll manage. But those who have been in Sahaja Yoga for so many days, they know about it. Don't try to challenge them. Don't try to be aggressive. Try to listen to them. Understand that I know them and through them I'll know you. So please don't try to be aggressive. There is nothing like what you call a one-sided life in Sahaja Yoga. So nobody is going to be one-sided for you or partial to you, nothing. If they say this is wrong with you, please believe them. And just do what they are telling you because they know what is to be done, in what case, how to refrain from, how to indulge, how to work it out. They know, they have gone through it now, they have been here for 4 years, so they know about it. But that doesn't mean in any way you are less, you are in no way less. Some of them have just come about a month back, I find them very good. So it is for you to learn, to have that humility, to learn more and more and know about it, not mentally, but through your experiences, different experiences, how it works out. Now.
Mother, on Friday you asked us to bring sugar, salt...
Yes, that I'm going to say. Yes, that's a good idea. So now for that sugar and salt, we'll be sending you some sugar and salt which is vibrated. And they'll put it in that. Now don't use your hands. You use a spoon to stir it and use that is vibrated. But those people who have active life should take to sugar more. And those who have, say, this lady has diabetes or anything, for her sugar is not good, but salt. So she has to take salt. So that is how it is. So I'll come inside and vibrate it and then you can bring it in. Alright? So abhi theek hai aap? Kaise lag raha? Dard kam hai? Are you better, madam? Are you feeling better now? Good. All right, so that.